Shalom, I'm Rabbi Michael Panitz. I'm the Rabbi of Temple Israel of Norfolk, speaking to you from the pulpit of our synagogue. My message at this time is entitled, Echoes of the Pogroms. The Bible holds the mirror up to human failings. It tells it like it is, to use the idiom that was current when I was young. In one episode narrated in this week's Bible portion, Genesis chapter 20, the patriarch Abraham is accosted by Avimelech, king of Gerar, for having withheld the information that Sarah is his wife. The king took her into his palace, but before he could violate her honor, God warned him in a dream to respect her marital bonds. Avimelech then demanded an explanation from Abraham. Abraham responded, "I thought, there is surely no fear of God in this place, and they will kill me because of my wife." Genesis chapter 20, verse 11. Jewish Bible commentators are divided as to the interpretation of Abraham's behavior, some defending and others criticizing the patriarch. But what is clear, and what I would argue is worthy of attention today, is the sad truth in Abraham's apologia. When so many places are marked by xenophobia, prejudice, and the embrace of violence, we may be legitimately surprised to encounter people who behave with propriety and ethics. The Bible depicts Avimelech as a basically decent man, although by modern standards and by historic Jewish tradition, there is no defending conscripting a woman without her consent. But in the aftermath of his conversation with Abraham, the king presents compensation to Sarah to proclaim her public vindication. Verse 16. Abraham's language, "Surely there is no fear of God in this place," ought to resonate today. In the past year, our violent world has become still more violent. From the Jewish perspective, the license to hate Jews has become normalized in the past 14 months to a degree not seen since the Holocaust. I'm sharing these thoughts in the week following an anti-Semitic spasm of violence in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. The story is complicated by one feature, the behavior of some Israeli soccer fans prior to the attack on Israeli fans. A group of Israeli soccer fans of the Maccabi Tel Aviv team was guilty of hooliganism. Those fans include Israeli right-wing extremists. Suffice it to say that they do not represent the consensus of Jewish yearning for a world in which people respect diversity. But their rudeness and even their bigotry are not an excuse for organized violence on the part of Europeans in the anti-Israeli camp. We should keep this in mind. One of the tools in the toolkit of anti-Semites is to use the violent behavior of one Jewish person or a small group of Jewish people as a pretext for large-scale attacks upon Jews and Jewish institutions. Many episodes from Tsarist Russia and Nazi Germany conform to that pattern. The violence against Jews in Amsterdam in the past week is the latest in this sad series. The context of this recent spasm of anti-Jewish violence is the rise in anti-Semitic attacks across Europe in the past year. This has been reported by the European Union's Fundamental Rights Agency. There is a small Jewish community in the Netherlands. Members of that community expressed fears for their safety and reports that people were, quote, Jew hunting in the aftermath of the soccer-related violence. The King of Netherlands, Willem-Alexander, responded to the attacks upon Jewish residents as well as visiting Israeli soccer fans, in these words, expressing, quote, deep horror and shock at the attacks. He added, quote, "We failed the Jewish community of the Netherlands during World War II, and last night we failed again." The attack happened on the eve of the infamous Kristallnacht. In this season of violence, we are obliged to call out and resist the normalization of hatred. May this call reach ears and hearts ready to hear and to respond. Amen.